Is Meta Quest 3 still worth it 2 years after its release? Or is the much cheaper Quest 3S the better choice for you? If you're about to dive into the world of VR but don't know which Meta headset is the right one for you, or if you should even wait for the next one, you've come to the right place. Today we are breaking down all the hard facts from tech and games to the price, so you can make a crystal clear buying decision. In the description, by the way, you will also find coupon links for all the Quest headsets. My name is Thomas and you're watching VoodooDE VR. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go!
VoodooDE.
Okay, so first you want to know what's even the difference between the Quest 3 and the 3S. So many things are similar, but there are some things. So of course the price is different. The Quest 3S is cheaper than the Quest 3. So, and the main difference, the Quest 3S has a lower resolution. It has 1832 by 1920. And the Quest 3 has 2064 by 2208. This is a higher resolution, looks better. Also, the Quest 3S has Fresnel lenses. These are old lenses. Normally we don't use them anymore in VR headsets because they have some disadvantages. The whole headset is thicker and also we have some God rays and so on, and we have a smaller field of view. And the Quest 3 has modern pancake lenses. This makes it much smaller and the all-in-all quality is much better. And the field of view is a little bit bigger than the Quest 3S. Also the IPD is, with the Quest 3S we only have 3 different steps. And with the Quest 3 it's stepless. We have just a wheel here so we can adjust it stepless. That's really great. The same in both is the processor. We have the Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 processor in both headsets, the same RAM and the controllers, which are really great. They are handy, they are good. They are the same with both headsets, and the content that you can play is the same. So there is no game that you can play on Quest 3 and not on Quest 3S. Both work on both headsets. So, is the Quest 3 now still worth it, or is it too old? I mean, it's 2 years now since the release. Is it still worth it? And the absolute clear answer is yes. Without any hesitation, yes. Why is that? So Meta is still the big player in the standalone market and there is no competitor. There's no competition. Perhaps, yeah, Pico tried it, but they failed. And perhaps Google is coming now. But for now, for the gaming standalone market, this is still the non-plus-ultra. We have modern pancake lenses. We have mixed reality pass-through, which is really good. We have a modern processor, the XR2 Gen 2 processor. It's a modern standard in the autark VR market. And also, we have PCVR, and that's really good with a good resolution and good codec quality like AirLink or Link, and you can play PCVR pretty good with those headsets. And also Meta has, with the Horizon Store, the biggest game library in the standalone market by far. There is not even one that gets even close to that. And also the software is really good. They bring a lot of updates over the years, and the errors are gone nearly over the years. And so there's just no competitor to the Quest 3. So yes, it's still worth it and it's not an old headset. Absolutely not. And that brings us to the next question. Should you wait for Quest 4? And the answer is absolutely no. Definitely not. Don't think about it. And the reason is, perhaps you've seen it in the news or so, Meta is not focusing on VR right now, but on smart glasses. They focus on the Ray-Ban Meta or the Meta Ray-Ban display and stuff, and AI and so on, and Horizon worlds. So this is not something that Meta will bring in the next 2 years, the Quest 4. They are not focused on that. Yeah. So the Quest 3 is still the main thing and will still be the main thing. Also, there are, like, when you think about it, there are not even games that you can play on. Yes, there are some games that you can only play on Quest 3, but there are even games released for Quest 2 right now. So even if there is a Quest 4 appearing next year, but which I don't think, I think many people say earliest 2027. Yeah, and that's far, far away in the rushing market of high-tech products, right? Normally a product is old in 1 year, but the Quest 3 not. So, but even if the Quest 4 will appear next year, that would not mean that the Quest 3 is old and you cannot play games. It will take a long time until there are some exclusive games, and you can still see that the Quest 2 can play most of the games still. So don't wait for a Quest 4. That does not make sense. If it will ever be released, we don't even know if it will ever be released. So this is the non-plus-ultra. Get it, don't wait for it. The next question that many people ask, can I play the same games with the Quest 3S that I can play with the Quest 3? Yes, definitely yes, because it's the same processor. I told you, the same compatibility, all the games, all future games as well. There will never be a game that you can only play on Quest 3 and not Quest 3S. This will not happen. So, how important is mixed reality? So, both headsets have a really good mixed reality function, and many people think about this as very important to buy it. So it depends on you. So if you are a pure VR gamer, then perhaps it's only a nice to have. But if you are into cool augmented reality apps, or mixed reality apps, that means you see a real environment and put some virtual items into it. Perhaps you've seen my Star Wars Beyond Victory video where I put a stormtrooper on the table here. That's pretty cool, right? So this is really a nice technology, and we also have cool games like Wall Town Wonders or so, where you can put some virtual things. The whole story is told on your walls. That's so nice, right? But of course, you need to be prone for that. So if you just want to get in completely into another world, then mixed reality doesn't make sense for you, because then you're not completely in a different world. But if you want to have sometimes your real environment still there, this is really great. So perhaps you've seen some videos where I or any other people played PCVR games like Half-Life Alyx and so on, or Flight Simulator, and now you ask the question, do I need a strong PC for the Quest 3 or Quest 3S? And the clear answer is no, you don't need any PC at all, and also no console. You don't need anything. Just get the Quest out of the box, switch it on, connect your account, and then you're good to go. It's not necessary. You don't need a PC, and that's the cool thing about the standalone headsets. That's the cool thing. But of course, PCVR is optional. If you have a gaming PC, you can optionally connect the Quest 3 or 3S to your PC, wireless or wired, and then play all the PCVR games additional to the standalone games. That's absolutely amazing. Next question, do I need a Meta account? Clear answer, yes, of course. You have to connect the Quest to a Meta account, no Facebook account, Meta account. And I mean, how else could you buy games and connect it somewhere? I mean, you cannot buy a disc and insert it here. You have to buy it online and it has to be connected to something. So yes, you need a Meta account for that. What's with people wearing glasses? Can I use Quest 3 or Quest 3S? Clear answer, yes. In both of the products, you can fit your glasses frame inside of the headsets. That works, that's absolutely no problem. And even in both of the packages, there is a small spacer included, which raises the distance between the lenses and your eyes, so the glasses fit better. But if you have really huge glasses, then perhaps it's better to buy prescription lenses, additional. That's better so you don't scratch your lenses. So I will put some of the best prescription lenses manufacturer, including coupon code, in the description. And perhaps you've heard, oh my God, my friend has a VR headset and he's sick all the time and you get motion sick from the headsets. Is that true? Well, not really. I mean, of course you can get sick in VR, but then you made it wrong. You just played the wrong games. So, for example, mixed reality games cannot get you sick because you see the real environment. Your brain cannot be faked or tricked or so you don't get motion sick. But in some VR games, this could happen. Please, if you are a beginner, do not ever play a roller coaster, for example, in VR. This gets motion sickness insane. Yeah? And also, for example, when you play shooters, perhaps you have the game pads. If you play on PC or console on the TV, then you use the left thumbstick to move forward and then the character moves forward, right? If you do this in VR with the shooters, you can also get motion sick. That's called smooth locomotion. Avoid this in the beginning when you get your VR headset. Better use games where you teleport. So you have like a pointer and then you point somewhere and then you let the button go and then you instantly teleport there. And this is much better, you don't get motion sick. Also check out in the Horizon or Meta Quest store, you can see like some signs. I think there's a green one that's absolutely no problem. Then an orange one, this is more intense, and then the red one, this is very intense. So make sure you never play the red and perhaps not the orange ones at the beginning. If you want a nice list of games for beginners for the Quest, check out the link in the description. So, who should buy now the Quest 3 or the Quest 3S? Of course, the Quest 3 is for people that want the best standalone VR or mixed reality thing, yeah, the best headset, this one, yeah, it's a good quality, good display, and you have to pay a little bit more, of course, instead of the Quest 3S, but it's the better choice. And also for PCVR player is better because it has better lenses and so on, and the resolution is also important for PCVR games. So most of you should get the Quest 3. If you really have to care about money, I mean really, and you just cannot afford the Quest 3, then and only then go for the Quest 3S, because the lenses are very old, the resolution is pretty old, and the field of view is smaller and so on. So this is only for people that really have to care about money, really. Yeah, so better get the Quest 3, in my opinion. So, yeah, guys, this is interesting. If you want to decide to buy one of those, you could also check out my full review. I made a full review about the Quest 3S and the Quest 3. This is much longer, of course, much more detailed. And I will put them in the description as well. And then you can check it out. If you now buy one of those, please go via my link in the description. Then you not only support me, but also yourself, because you get 30 bucks game credit when you go via my link. That's nice, right? So you save 30 bucks in the store. Really great. And if you want to see other like top 10 lists, best shooters, best horror games or whatever for Quest, also check out my links in the description and also my channel. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything. I also make videos about new updates, new firmware updates and all the weekly news. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Consider to get channel member to get more perks. Link is in the description and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya.
VoodooDE